about your last performance review. You received 10 compliments and 1 constructive criticism. What did you think about the rest of the week? The criticism? That one comment that has the power to erase all the praise, doesn't it? It feels more true. It feels like the real feedback and all the good stuff was just politeness and fluff. This isn't a personal flaw. This is a design feature of your brain called negativity bias. Your brain is a survival machine. It's hardwired to scan for threats, and it treats criticism like a threat. But here's the problem. Your brain's threat detection system is destroying your leadership confidence. Today, we're going to stop letting your feelings win the argument. We're going to start fighting back with facts. Let's be honest. For the past 3 weeks, I've been helping you understand your inner critic and imposter syndrome. You've learned to receive, perceive, and respond. But there's that moment in the perceive step where most leaders get stuck. Your inner critic attacks. It says, you're not strategic enough for this. You're gonna fail. You receive the thought, and then you try to perceive it, and you find nothing. The feeling of being a fraud is so overwhelming that you have no counter argument. The fear just wins. This is because your inner critic is a brilliant prosecutor. It speaks with authority, and you're standing there with no defense. That inner critic is arguing his case based on feelings. Your defense must be built on evidence. The reason you feel like an imposter is not because there's no evidence of your competence. It's because you haven't organized it. Your brain's default setting is to dismiss success as luck and internalize failure as identity. We're going to flip that script. We're going to build the defense binder. Evidence file, anchored in the Know Your Worth pillar of my framework for connected leadership. As we've learned, knowing your worth isn't a one-time decision. It's an active daily practice of gathering proof to contradict stories in your head. Your inner critic is an unreliable narrator. The evidence file is your fact checker. Let me show you exactly what this looks like. An evidence file is a physical or digital place where you store undeniable factual proof of your competence. Take a screenshot of every single piece of evidence that you get feedback on. An email from a colleague saying thank you. That Slack message from your boss saying great job. The client note sharing that they appreciated your work. Copy and paste the positive sections of your performance reviews. We're so trained to focus on the areas for improvement that we skip what we do so well. Did your team hit its goal? Did you finish a project on time? Write that down. Completed a Q3 rollout on budget. That's a fact. Personal wins. Write down your own wins. Handle that difficult conversation with grace. Pivoted smoothly when the presentation failed. Stayed calm in the crisis meeting. This isn't about ego. This is about data. Your imposter syndrome wants you to live in the land of vague, catastrophic feelings. You must drag it into the world of specific, documented facts. Feelings are loud, but facts are stubborn. So how do you use this file? You integrate it directly into your RPR practice. Let's run a scenario. Your inner critic attacks before a big meeting. Receive. You notice the thought, I don't belong in this room. They all know more than me. You feel panic rising. Perceive. Here's the new step. You pause and say, I'm perceiving this as my inner critic's fear. Let me check my data. You physically open the file on your phone or your computer. You spend 60 seconds, just 1 minute, reading the facts. Facts. My boss told me last week my insights were critical. Fact. I handled a tougher meeting than this last month. Fact. I was invited to this meeting from my specific perspective. Respond. Now you can make a choice based on truth, not fear. I'm responding by anchoring in my documented value. I'm prepared, I'm capable, and I belong here. I will speak with the authority of my evidence. This isn't just positive thinking. This is an evidence-based intervention. You are retraining your brain, one piece of data at a time. You're creating new neural pathways that say, when I feel like a fraud, I check the facts. And the facts tell a different story. The goal isn't to never feel like an imposter. The goal is to have a tool so powerful that that feeling no longer has power over you. Here's your practice for the week. It's pretty simple. Prepare a folder on your phone, a document on your computer, or even a physical journal. Title it Evidence, Data, or Facts. Find 3 facts. Your homework is not to build a library. It's just to find 3 things. Search your email right now for the word thank you or great work. I guarantee you have at least 3. Review. The next time your inner critic attacks, your only job is to open the file and read it for 60 seconds before you respond. Your memory is not your friend in this fight. It's a biased historian. Your evidence file is the objective truth. Stop letting your brain's lies dictate your leadership. Your worth is not set up for debate. It's a fact. And it's time you started keeping the receipts. Drop a comment. What's the first piece of evidence you're going to add to your file? Let's build our data together. If this gave you a practical tool, save this video. Next episode, we're going to close out this series with a powerful guided practice to internalize this worth. So you just don't know it, you feel it. See you then.